All right, guys, this is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and we're back with another Raid Shadow Legends free-to-play, mystery shard only, run video champion spotlight. Today we're going to be talking about Theurgist. She was one of our first 6-star awakened heroes. Actually, I think she was the first. We did do a video about her, but now we're going to touch base on her and kind of see where she's at and what she's been doing. We have her maxed out, and we do have all of her masteries done, so we're going to kind of touch base and see what she's about. So let's check her out and see if she's any good. A1. Attacks one enemy, fills the turn meter for a random ally by 10%. So that's good. You get to attack and fill the turn meter of someone else, which is also really good considering she's not very strong. So it basically lets you get your other strong heroes attacking. Then she attacks one enemy, has a 75% chance of placing a block buffs debuff for one turn, which is not great in and of itself, but it is okay against like a Valkyrie or something like that. Then you have an A3, which places a 30% increased defense buff and a 25% increased attack buff on all allies for 2 turns. So that's actually really cool, especially now that it's on a 3-turn cooldown. So you're constantly getting increased defense and attack, at least. I mean, it's not like you're getting 50% on both or 60% increase or whatever. You are getting at least half. So that's kind of nice, and you get she's a good mix. Her aura increases ally resistance and faction crypts, so that's good against the boss who likes to fear everybody. At least it gives you a little bit more resistance and a chance of blocking that. We do have her in a Phantom Touch Blessing because her attacks are all single target. Single target. So basically, yeah, we put her in that. If she only had one attack, I'd probably consider a different blessing, maybe a defense or something like that. But yeah, the Phantom Touch is good because it kind of coincides with her blessing. With the fact that we have a 6-star awakening on it. So now she has a 100% chance of inflicting bonus damage and a 35% chance of inflicting a second instance of bonus damage. So yeah, she gets a lot of hits is what that is. So it kind of stacks, which is very good. As far as masteries go, we went all the way down to War Master, so we can get another extra hit, which would be very good. And we went down support all the way down here with accuracy to 30% chance to extend the duration of any buff, basically to extend the duration of defense and attack up. And that's really where we went with that. As far as artifacts go, I threw in a mishmash of stuff. We have her in a bolster set because we wanted her to have a shield. I may consider switching this off onto another hero, but that's where we're at right now. She's got defense on the chest, she's got crit rate on her glove, and speed on her boot. We want her to actually hit, so we do want her to do some damage. It would be nice. She's got defense on her ring, she's got HP on her amulet, and she's got defense on the banner. You could do resistance on the banner. I just didn't have one at the time. I don't even know if I have one now. Yeah, I actually do have one. So, and it has speed. So this is probably something that we would level up and put on her to keep her from getting hit by things and getting debuffed. All right, so there you go. That's her Theurgist. So let's look at her total stats. She's got 41,000 HP, 2,600 attack, 2,793 defense, 205 speed. Crit rate is 85. Crit damage is 138. She's got 140 resistance and 158 accuracy, and that is only because we don't have her in a banner. So basically, we can choose if we want her to get her skills off or if we want her to resist things and keep the attack and defense up. I would probably choose the defense and attack up with resist. I feel like it's a better choice for her, especially where we're going to be using her. But you can try the accuracy if you like, if you want her skills to hit more. So there we go. That's her. Now, where would we use her? Now, honestly, you could use her anywhere you want. I think PvP is the only area that I would say is probably a waste of time, like almost completely. She doesn't really bring much to the table as far as killing things fast. Say, we'll take Bloodfeather out. We'll bring in Theurgist. There you go. And we will start. Is this Artix or Artox, whatever his name is? I forgot. He's kind of annoying, so he could be kind of cool to kill him fast with her if that's something that we can do. So let's see how much damage she does. I'm going to try to remove his debuffs, but his turn meter, which worked. So now we're going to try and do this. Basically, we're going to try to do a 75% chance of placing a block buffs thing. That way he can't buff himself. So let's see how much damage he did. There you go. Look at that. She did 20k in the first hit, and then what was that? 4 or 5 different hits, which was kind of nice. So now he's frozen. Come in and kill him. So let's see how much damage that one hit did. Look at that. She beat everyone on a single target hit. But remember, this isn't because she's strong. Let's be clear. It's not because she's strong that she outdid the damage to Yakarl. The reason it's strong is because she's got the 6-star awakening, and she's got Phantom Touch, and she's got War Master. So she's getting 3 to 4 hits every time she hits. Okay, great against bosses. If you don't have the 6-star awakening, This won't be as effective, obviously. But as you can see, it would be the difference of maybe she would still be hitting somewhere in that 28 to 30,000 range, even with that. But the fact that we have a 100% chance of hitting on the first hit does change things. So remember, she is very well built in the sense that she has a lot extra things going for her that most people probably won't have. So I think that's more than enough to show her in the arena. She doesn't really need to be in here. I mean, you could use the attack up and defense up, but there's Spirit Host who can do 50% attack. So if you're going first, you could just use her. And I'm sure there's way better defensive heroes that you could bring in to increase your defense. So yeah, I wouldn't probably use her in arena. Let's get out of here. Where is she going to be good? Anywhere else. That's basically where she's good. I don't think there's any place that I would say she's bad in. And is she the best? No. But is there anywhere she's like, is she bad? No. She's not even close to being bad. We have, what do we have here? Keys. We have silver keys, right? We got to get out of hard mode. I forgot we were in hard. Normal. So let's just fight a boss real quick. You can bring her in here. Let's just say we take your Carl out and we do a normal team where we did speed and we have these guys going. And let's just say we don't have a healer. Let's just say we don't have Galek, all right? And we'll bring in a healer and we'll bring in her. So we'll bring her. And you know what? Just for giggles, since we don't have, we'll pretend like we don't have Apothecary. We will use only the starting 5 heroes. So there we go. So you've got your starting 5 heroes, and then you don't have Valerie, so we've got her. So let's see. Let's just see how she does in Doom Tower. We'll bring her into an actual dungeon because honestly, the Doom Tower is much easier than the regular dungeons. So yeah, but these guys will work fine. You can use Theurgist in here. I have a feeling they're going to die quicker than you would normally see. See, now we've got defense up and attack up. So you're going to get defense up, attack up. You're going to get speed up from Diabolus. You're going to get a 50% attack up on the off chance with Spirit Host. And it's good. And we have 2 shields now because we have her in a shield set, which is really good for the dungeons, especially for waves. Is it good for bosses and getting her faster? No. It's just good for keeping you from taking damage during the waves if you get an unlucky hit. And having the extra defense is really good. See, there we go. So she did 24,000 damage because she never got a turn. Basically, that's why everyone else gets a turn before her because they're all set for everything except for Kale. He's kind of a jerk. Let's go to dungeon so we can see her in real action. I would probably bring her. All right, so if I was going to bring her anywhere, I mean, even Dragon's Lair, we can try that. Let's give it a shot. We'll go back into normal. I like showing them off at stage 20 because I don't like the fights to be forever. We're going to go into my original Dragon 20 team, which was this one. Now, Syl is better than anyone. She stuns. She does a bunch of things. So keeping her is probably a good idea. So if I'm going to do anything, she removes debuffs, but the defense up is kind of important in keeping you alive. So what I would probably do in this scenario, if I didn't have Spirit Host, is I would put, oh, she's over here. I would put Theurgist in the lead. I mean, not in the lead here. And then I would probably take him, Apothecary, and put him in the front. All right. Reason being, we want our defense to be higher because we have less heal. All right. We don't have Valerie protecting us or anyone removing debuffs. So we're going to be constantly taking damage from poison. So let's see how they do. We have reasonable heroes. We have some stun with Syl. And honestly, showing Syl in stage 20 dungeons, you should probably have her by the time you're running stage 20 dungeons anyway. That seems about a 6-month kind of thing, unless you got like really awesome pulls. So we'll see how it goes. I don't feel like these guys are going to fail. We have Resurrect. So, and I don't think this area is really strong enough unless everybody dies at once that Syl's going to end up dying. So I feel like it's a win no matter what we do. I don't think we have to worry too much here. Another option would be Tolog. He's really good if you build him defensively. He can put the constant regens on you, and he also has defense up, which is nice. So you could just have him and Theurgist kind of back and forth with the attack up and defense up. It's not gonna make the run fast, but it is going to make you survive. And that's the whole point, is that she's there to help you survive. She's not there because you're like, oh, we're going to get 25% attack and it's awesome. No, it's not awesome. She's like Bogwalker. They're not really there to damage. They're there to keep everyone alive. But look at all those numbers she's popping out. It's kind of awesome when you watch it. Like, it's cool to see a Theurgist doing all those attacks and getting all those extra damage hits. Oh, it's almost as good as watching. It's not even as good as Apothecary. Apothecary has Giant Slayer on his A3, And Theurgist is still better than that. I'm curious how she's going to do on the long-term damage with the boss. Let's see if we can. If we get the shield down, then I know we've been doing some ridiculous damage. So there, she just did like what was that, 25,000? There you go. 6-2 block buff. She did an extra hit. No, that was what's her face. Forget it. Just constant damage. It's amazing. All right, so they are doing about 6,000 with the extra masteries and stuff. Kale did about 30K. She just did almost 30K right there on that one hit because of all the extra damage hits. Now, obviously, she's not going to beat Kale because Kale's got poisons up the wazoo. If you know where the wazoo is. I don't know if you're familiar with the wazoo. Does anyone even say that anymore? Up the wazoo? No one says that. That's old crap. All right. So the defense up is definitely helping with keeping us alive. And as long as Apothecary keeps Syl alive, Syl will basically top off the HP of everyone else. A lot of debuffs going on here, too. It's good for this team. What do we got? Defense down. We got poisons, more poisons. We got smite. All kinds of crazy debuffs. There we go. That smite was perfect. I'm just curious where she's going to show up versus Syl, to be honest. Syl and Apothecary, because those two are kind of jerks and do a lot of damage for what they do. Oh, look at that. She just hit for 40,000 plus 7 plus 3. Yeah. So what do we get? So basically, obviously, Kale's the monster. So versus Apothecary, so is she, as far as damage goes, just pure damage, she's better than Apothecary. She's also got a 6-star awakening. But she's not as strong as Syl. But Syl also had AoEs. Apothecary does not either. So the fact that Syl used her AoEs on the waves is where probably most of her damage came from, if we're being honest here. So she more than likely beats Syl on the boss. Now, obviously, War Maiden and Kale are just monsters. They're attack healer hitters. They're not built to be not attacking and poisoning and stuff. So they're going to do the most damage. But yeah, 1.7 on Kale, 1 million on War Maiden, and Theurgist came in at 400. I mean, that's not terrible. She's better than Apothecary for doing damage, and that's the whole point. Is you want your support heroes to not do as much damage and support the other heroes. But if they can do damage, then it's even better. So yeah, you can use her in pretty much anything you want. I mean, we could take Syl out of here and put Valerie in. They would still win. It would just be a little bit longer. I mean, possibly I would bring in actually, what's her name? I would probably bring in Diablos, honestly, because she has the stun set on, and that would at least negate some of the hits, which would give you enough time to heal up, which would be good. But Valerie would also work in here probably. You just would take more hits. That's all. Or a reviver. You could bring in Tolog. There you go. And that would solve this whole problem because then you have a reviver and you have more healing and defense up. So, yeah, I would probably say Tolog is your best bet in this fight. Yeah, that's it. That's dungeons. Where else would we use her? I mean, I use her every time in the city. I don't know if there's anywhere specifically that I would use her in the city. Oop. In the city. Cursed city of Sarnaros. We keep it rocking. All right, so there you go. Hope that song's stuck in your head the rest of the day. Let's go into normal. Here we go. We can't fight anything really outside of. I'm gonna see if there's anything. What is she? She's Knights Revenant, right? Is this a Knights Revenant thing? No, this is undead. Nope, we can't do Knights Revenant there. Let me see. Is there a double boss we can do? Is this Knights Revenant? No. Trying to find a fight that we can do. Oh, I didn't do the spider yet. That was dumb. Why would I not do that? All right, so that's Knights Revan, right? All right, so this is the team I use to win. We need Burns at least, so Drex has to be here. So let's just say you have Drex. All right, because he's easier to get than Akoth, right? All right, is she in here? Oh, I can't use her. It's only, what are the conditions? I swear to God, the conditions in here suck. All right, so we can't use her in here. We'll just find a regular fight, maybe. I was hoping we had it. Did we use her in here? No, we did not. All right, so I guess not. Whatever. We'll just go into any fight that we can use her in. Boop. I'm trying to see if there was something that worked. Okay, here we go. Starting to see people. Nope. There's nowhere to use her in here right now. I thought maybe there would be something, but yeah, I used her in here for whatever fights were coming up. Here we go, Theurgist. So you could take her out and bring Theurgist. There we go, finally. Because at least I can replay some of the fights. But I was hoping there was a boss, but there is not. So we've got freezing, attack up, and then actually that was perfect timing for the doggos. because she came in before the second dog. So the freeze went off, and then he got the attack up, which was perfect timing. So that was she's actually a really good speed. I would have her go faster so she can go first, but the fact that she came up after the freeze guy is still fine. No, we got no buffs. Blocking buffs and revive. Let's see if this team can do it. Who did I take out? I took out Crimson Slayer. I like when someone dies and then immediately revives. All right, so we don't have a reviver here, so now we're done. He's like our strongest hero. Was the little doggo. I think I did this one on not auto because this one's a little bit hard, but we're gonna let it run through because I already beat it. So if I lose, it doesn't matter. That's the fun part. The question is do we win? Not can we survive with every hero alive? There's no reward. I get no reward for beating this with one hero or 5. It's the same reward. What is that? I thought that was like a skull monster. It didn't look like a lizard. It looks like he has a little baby head. All right, so that's a lot of things going on. I don't know what that was. Decrease accuracy. What is this? Is this a crocodile? Okay, because it's look like this little skull right here. It looks like a skull on his face, right? This thing right here. So I thought it was just a monster with a little head, but now I'm seeing that it's a crocodile, and it's just a weird placement of the camera. All right, so there we go. They won. Look at that, Theurgist. So yeah, you can use her in areas in the city. She works just fine. Is she going to keep your whole team alive? No, but she stops you from taking a lot of damage, and that's really the point. Sometimes just that little bit of mitigation is all you really need. So let's get out of here. So we've shown her in the arena. I mean, like I said, it's not much of a thing there. Faction Wars, you can use her there. And I think that is it, right? Nice Revenant. Yeah, so we're at 52 stars here. We're trying to build, I believe his name is Torok or whatever his name is, that Tolok. I don't remember. He's the nice Revenant provoking new hero. It's a rare. We're going to build him, and hopefully we can get through. But we've been using her now to get up to 52 stars. As soon as I got her leveled, we were able to get a few stars in here. We've kind of been slacking on that faction, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, she's definitely good there. And that's really it. I mean, just any dungeon, Doom Tower, Curse City. Would I use her in Clan Boss? If I was desperate, yes. Would I use her in Hydra? Yeah. I mean, you could bring her in there. Let's just see. If we bring... All right, we definitely want Ryan. We definitely want Syl. We got Drex. We'll bring her in for poops and giggles. Actually, we don't need it because we have Drex for Provoke, even though her Provoke is way better. We'll bring in Mithrala, and we will bring in Theurgist. And then as a secondary, we will bring in Tolog. There we go. Let's see if they can do it. This is not a team that's specifically meant for this actual setup of Hydra. This is just to kind of see, and if we get over 2 million or something damage on the first run, I'll leave it, because I'm not trying to get the last box. I'm not trying to do Hydra Clash. I literally don't care about any of this. This is whale territory. Let them have their fun. I don't care about it. But I do want my box every week, all right? I want my free summons, I want my gear, and I want my clan coins, which is really what I really want from here. And we already have Mithrala, so we don't need her anymore. Which is not good, because that means that I can think about being even more lazy now, because I know I already have Mithrala. So all I'm getting is slight rewards from doing Hydra. But yeah, let's see if she can even help. Let's see how long she survives, or if she's the first one to die. We don't have a lot of burn going on yet. Oh, actually, we do have them up now. So the burns are going. The question is are we going to stay alive? That's really what this is about, is having heroes that are going to distract the Hydra enough to not kill Drex. So they got to be at least a little defensive to survive. Speed down is always good. See, now this is overkill because we've got Mithrala, who does the same thing that she does. She's basically a baby Mithrala without the shield, unless you put her in a shield set. And I get that she has no hexes, all right? And I'm not saying she's as good as Mithrala. I'm just saying she's a baby Mithrala. And how many babies do you know that are better than the adult version? Maybe Boss Baby? I don't know if you ever saw that dumb movie. All right. Baby Boss or whatever. I don't know what it's called. I never watched it. I just know I've seen the cover. Oh, good. See, she makes a good target to suck up. You kind of hope that that they take her because she's like, oh, she's not that great, but she's cool. She's defensive enough to take the damage. Now, at this point, I would probably turn auto off and try to do as much damage to that head as possible. But we're not here for smart moves. We're just going to let it run. I want to see how they work on their own. And look at this. This is literally just a bunch of heroes that everyone gets for free. Mithrala is good, so she's going to take you a while to get unless you're really focused on Hydra early on. And say if you got like Mordecai right in the beginning. If you got Mordecai early, or you use Arctic, yeah, you've got your HP burners ready for Hydra as long as you build them properly. Yeah, I think we'll save this. I'm not gonna rerun it. I'd rather at least because I always forget sometimes. I'll forget when I have that I have to do Hydra. I literally forget it because I'm like, oh crap, it's the last day. I start thinking about it around Sunday now. So I'll look at it, and if I didn't do a fight, then I'll do a fight, and then I'll only do Hydra when there's a quest. These guys ain't doing bad. I mean, you would think having the defense up is overkill on multiple heroes, but having the ability to constantly have the defense up is pretty insane, and also helps a lot because now you constantly have somebody putting defense up. All right, so if Syl dies, we're dead. But once again, we're not going to interrupt them. There's a smite up. If the smite... Oh, it removed. Let's say if that smite goes off, we're in luck. Oh. We need that heal from Syl. Take out that stupid guy. We have... Actually, no, they didn't take Syl. They took someone else. I was like, wait a minute. That's not Syl. Syl's still running hot. We got the HP burn, so as long as that goes off, there we go. Throw her up. Ryan. That's who we lost. I was like, I forgot we had her. We got a lot of reviving going on in this fight. This fight's not going terrible, I'm not going to lie. Even though she was the first to die. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. People die in this fight all the time. It's almost like a required thing that they have to die. It's fun to watch, though. It's like, oh, you did a lot of damage with Theurgist? Yeah, we did. Don't kill her now. You just revived her. All right. I forgot she has the bolster set, so she heals herself back up, which is very helpful for staying alive. See, she would have died if she didn't have the bolster set. Now we got another smite. Who did they eat there? That was Mithrala. That's not good, because now we have the shield and the other thing. But hey, I'll take 3 million damage. I don't care. That's good. Way more than I thought I was going to get. I think our best fight was 7 million, I think. Somewhere around there. That was the best fight we've ever had in this. But I'm okay with what we got right now. I literally am fine with it. If we all die right now, I'm happy. It's enough to get the first, second box. I can throw a couple damage dealers in for the second and third run, and we're good to go. But ultimately, you're seeing that even dumb heroes like this can help you get boxes from this fight, you know? I mean, technically speaking, if you built Theurgist good enough, she is, although not a real replacement, she is a mini replacement for Mithrala in that sense. She does have block debuffs, which is good, or block buffs, so she can be helpful with that. I would probably not auto this fight. This fight would be going much better if we had still had Mithrala. But I want you to see that I'm not really trying to interfere with this. Like, let them do their thing. There's no speed tuning here. I literally just grabbed a bunch of heroes that I know do things I need. Like, we've got a Provoker. We've got Revivers. We've got Defense Up. We've got Shields. We've got a buff strip. We've got a bunch of different things going on here. Oh, they removed it. I hope he gets his AoE attack here before they kill him. He did not. So there you go. 3.68 million. Did Theurgist do a lot of that? No. All the damage comes from Drex. He's the only one. So basically, I build teams around a HP burner. So if I had Mordecai, he'd be my third burner. It's him, Akoth, and Drex. So that's it. Those are the ones. All right? So those are my burners. Oh, yeah, and Arctic if you've got him. So let's keep that. Keep result. I probably would normally not keep it, but it's about to end in a day and a half, so I'm not going to worry about my damage on this one. But yeah, we got at least a fight in, so that's all that matters. All right, close this out. And that's really it for her. I mean, she is good in multiple places. Is she the best at anything she does? No, she's not. Would I recommend that you build her outside of if you get a really good awakening on her? I mean, it can't hurt you if you have no one in Nice Revenant and you're trying to work on faction crypt. She's good enough. She's good enough, and she's not a bad hero to build. I wouldn't choose her first. She's not first string. She's got a bat. She's got like the little bat belt right here. Look at this. Maybe she's friends with Batman. This is a dumb tangent. All right, so she does have other assets, but yeah, we're good, I think. If you guys have any questions about her or things you want to talk about, yeah, let me know. She's Theurgist. That's all I can say. Leave your comments below. Tell me what you think of her. If you like her outfit, if you think she should lose the helmet, so that way we can actually see what she looks like. They should change her or get her a skin where she takes the helmet off, and all of a sudden she's like sexy poison. I don't know how that works, but you never know. All right. And as always, leave a not leave anything. Like, share, subscribe. Tell everyone about the channel. Show your milkman. Be like, hey, milkman, you want to see a really cool video on Theurgist? And he'll be like, kid, get away from me. Or man, get away from me. Or lady, get away. Whatever you are. Man, adult, child, bear. I don't know. Maybe bears watch this. Who knows? I'm going to stop talking now. This is Theurgist. And you guys take care.